Hello, Lions. It's Miss Kelly here. Here to talk about course selection. We're going to begin the process on March 17th through April 9th. Okay, so make sure you have everything done by April 9th. We are really excited this year because we have some new courses that we're going to be offering and some pretty good ones, actually. I think you're going to like them. I hope so, at least. But I want to go over some things, some practical things, and then talk a little bit about those courses and just what to do during this whole process. Okay, so obviously when you're picking out classes, you want to think about your career and educational goals. All right, do not base your course choices on who taught the class this year or in previous years, because staffing definitely changes. So if you're taking it because you want a particular teacher, that teacher might not be the one teaching it and you're stuck with that class anyway. All right, because obviously when we're creating the schedule, we're basing it on what you pick. And so your schedule might not work out by moving a class around once we get the rosters done. And also after the first week of school, there is no dropping or changing classes. So you want to make sure you're seriously considering the courses that you're taking. Okay. Make sure you're checking the course catalog for information about the classes, such as prerequisites, maybe summer work that has to be done. A lot of times the AP courses, the teachers will reach out to you with some work that you need to do, but there are a few courses that we're going to be offering that will have a little bit of summer work that you need to do as well in preparation. Okay, and I'll get to that in a little bit. Let's see what else. So when you're thinking about classes, you obviously want to talk to your parents. Do not pick out your classes without consulting them. They're paying for your education, but also they have some pretty good ideas on what you should take based on their own experiences and their experience in the workplace too. So guidance counselors are wonderful resources as well. They have a lot of connections with the colleges, so they can give you some advice on what the colleges are looking for as far as the courses go. You know, what they require, do they need 4 years of math? Do they need 4 years of science? Do you need more than 2 years of a world language? Those kind of questions they can answer. Things like, if you're going to a particular major, there might be courses that they, recommend because they know that the colleges are looking for them. All right. So guidance counselors are wonderful people to talk to for course selection, and of course your teachers, because they know what you are good at based on what you've done in their classes. And they also have an idea of what those courses are like and what's going to be required of you. So all good people to talk to. And of course, you can always talk to me as well. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Okay, so obviously when you're picking out classes, you need to pick out 7 courses, okay? Depending upon your year, you also need to pick out some alternate courses, because if you have electives that you're picking, sometimes there's a conflict, or maybe a course doesn't run, so I need to know what to give you instead. So basically you're gonna pick out your 7 courses, and then you'll pick out your alternates. Everything's gonna be spelled out for you in PowerSchool, so you know how many of each you need to do. And then, at the end of the process, you're actually going to print out your course selection summary, and on there, you're going to number order your electives and your alternates so that I know which ones are most important to you. Okay, so if you're taking, let's see, I don't know, anatomy and cultural studies as your electives, and there's a conflict and you can only take one of them, I need to know which one it is. And then, out of your alternates, what do you want to take? Okay. Speaking of which, since I brought it up, let's talk about some of the new courses. Okay. Cultural studies, as I mentioned, is one of the courses that is going to be offered. And we're really excited about this class. It's going to be, if I was able to take it, I'd be taking it. It really sounds like a cool class. Mrs. Weiss has been doing a lot of work trying to get the curriculum together on that one. And it's an honors level course, but it's open to all levels of students. So don't be intimidated by that honors designation, okay? But I think it's going to be a really cool class, and you'll learn about different cultures and what does culture mean, and all kinds of interesting stuff related to that. We also are going to be offering in our math department a college prep data science class. Okay, it's a great alternative to the honors or AP statistics class if you're interested in kind of learning more about that and kind of getting into a little bit of even programming. I know they'll be working a little bit with Python 3. So we do recommend that you actually, they would like you to take the Python 3 course over the summer. It's a free course, it's short. Um, and it will definitely give you some of those skills going into the course so you can do better. Another course that we're going to be offering is the AP Computer Science Principles course. That course definitely requires that you take the Python 3 ahead of time just so that you're ready and can really utilize those skills in the class and then kind of build upon them so you're prepared for that AP exam. All right. So definitely interesting course there as well, especially if you're interested in computer programming. Another AP course offering that we're going to have this year that we haven't had is the AP Environmental Science course. Okay, so another great class. You're doing a lot of field studies, looking at water samples and all kinds of cool stuff there too. So definitely something to consider. So computer science principles and environmental are in the science department. Going back to math, they're doing the data science, but they're also going to be offering an honors robotics course. Okay, so again, if you're really kind of into that, or you're even thinking about going into, engineering or that kind of stuff, robotics is definitely a cool thing to take. So hopefully you guys are going to be interested in those courses. We can get enough students to take it so we can actually run them. Obviously, if we don't, then there they go. We don't get to run them. All right, so hopefully you're as excited as we are and actually sign up for them. So cool classes. Okay, so every year we kind of get some questions about like VOTEC. VOTEC is offered for juniors and seniors. Okay, you need to actually apply to Delaware County Technical School to get into the programs. So if you sign up for the VOTEC during course registration, then you're indicating to me that you've either already completed the application to DCTS or you are in the process of doing so, because that is all determined by them. So you have to submit that application to them. They determine if you're going to be accepted into the program, and then they let me know if it's going to be morning or afternoon so that I can schedule your classes here at O'Hara around that schedule, because it all is based upon their program schedules. Okay, so make sure that you're taking care of that application. If you have questions or you want to kind of look at, talk about different programs and stuff, guidance counselors are awesome for that. Or, you can certainly talk to me as well. But, definitely, take a look at their site, see what you think. And, hopefully you can find some programs on there if you want to do that route. Okay. For students who apply for medical careers, going into senior year, that is an option. But the medical careers programs determines who gets into that program, and they don't normally let us know until around May. So it'll be long past the course selection process. So make sure you're just picking classes if you're being here all day long next year. If you get into med careers, then we will work together to figure out a different schedule and base it around the medical careers. Okay. Another exciting news, we are working with Widener University. I'm trying to iron out an agreement with them to hopefully be offering 3 college credits for our AP Literature class, which is really exciting. If you know anything about college, 3 college credits usually runs well over $1,000, sometimes $3,000. But they are going to give you the 3 credits for $200, which is awesome. We are still trying to negotiate that, maybe even get it to be a little bit less, but right now it looks like it might be $200, and hopefully we can get that completely ironed out soon. And it'll be awesome because then you'll be able to either, transfer those 3 credits from Widener University to your college, if your college does not accept the AP credits, but you'll still take the AP exam. So if your college will not accept credits that were taken for high school credit, which some of the colleges are a little funky about that, then you can still hopefully get the credits from the AP exam as well. So you'll have two different ways to possibly get it, because some colleges are, we don't take transfer credits, some we don't take the AP credits. So this gives you two possibilities to hopefully save you some money in college. All right. As we did this year, we are continuing our partnership with Newman University. So we'll be offering the courses there. Basically, the Newman professor comes here to O'Hara and teaches the class. It does run from 1:45 to 2:45. So it is beyond our normal school day, and it does run on the Newman calendar. So you do have to stay after. So you definitely have to arrange for a ride. Usually those classes are 3 days a week. So the other 2 days you would have a study hall. And the tuition's no cost to you for that one. But you do have to pay for any books or supplies that are needed for the course. Okay. So, with that class, it's basically you're registering for Newman University when you're taking that course. And there is a form that you fill out for them and you get those 3 credits. But like I said, it is on their schedule. So you're going to be here till 2:45. And unfortunately, if we have a special schedule or something, that class still happens. And so, we might be in, I don't know, a assembly in the afternoon, but you guys are going to be in class. All right. So think about it, but it's awesome because you get 3 credits for each semester, 6 credits by the end of the year. That'd be cool. And if you're taking the AP literature, that's another 3 credits. And now you've got 9 credits already. And that's just on 2 classes. Okay. Or 2 class periods, I should say. We are also continuing our partnership with Delaware County Community College to do the dual enrollment program, where basically, you don't get, for the Newman, you don't get O'Hara credit. For the Delaware County Community College, you don't get O'Hara credit, but you can take courses at Delaware County in the evenings or on the weekends or summer to earn 3 credits for each of those classes and be able to transfer those credits into college with you. It's a great chance to earn those college credits, explore different careers, or just take courses on things that you're interested in. So it's a great opportunity. All right. Okay, so back to some of the finer details of course selection. So you're basically going to log on to PowerSchool. You're going to go to the course registration, and all the directions are kind of spelled out there. Obviously, it doesn't list you tons of information there, but it's kind of there. You're going to pick out the classes in each of the areas, and then it'll let you submit it. You're going to print out this course selection summary. You're going to sign it. Your parents going to sign it. And then make sure you number your electives in order of preference and your alternates in order of preference. And then you're going to bring it into academic affairs so that I can have it and I'll be able to use that as a reference as I'm doing the rostering. Okay. Make sure you're paying attention to the deadline. All right. It's really important. Like I said earlier, we have those new courses. We're excited about them. We want them to run, but we need enough students in them. So if by April 9th, we're looking at the numbers and they're not there because you didn't turn in your registration, then we're going to have to cancel the course. Okay. And not just with the new courses, but any of the courses. If we don't have a certain number, then unfortunately we just can't run them. We have to have, enough students. All right. So make sure you meet that deadline, get them in. The other thing is, courses fill up too. So if you're past the deadline, then you're the first one not in the class if it fills up. So make sure that you're getting it in. All right. And obviously we're not going to roster anyone if you don't have your tuition paid up. So make sure you're current on that as well. But yeah, we are really excited about our course offerings this year, and we hope you will be too. Please do not hesitate to reach out with any questions. Like I said, guidance counselors are awesome to help you figure out what you need for college. I can definitely help with, any of this as well. But if you doubt anything, please ask. All right. Do not assume something. Do not think, oh, well, I'll figure it out later. Ask now. All right. That'll save you lots of problems down the line. it's just a lot easier to get it done sooner. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm really excited about this. So hopefully you are too. Um, on the course selection page on the website, you're going to see links to the videos from various departments. You're going to see instructions for each grade level. You'll see a 4-year planner too. Make sure you check that out. That's a great way to kind of plan out all 4 years so you know, okay, this is what I'm taking, this is what I've already taken, this is what I'm going to take, and this is what I plan to take down the line. So that you're kind of making sure you're hitting all those graduation requirements, but also not forgetting courses that you really wanted to take. And also when you're picking out your classes, and I almost forgot to mention this, make sure you're not picking classes you already took, okay? Because you can only get credit for once. I try to find them, if somebody accidentally picked something they already took, then, I do try to find that and, take you out of that and put it in the course that you need to take, or, when you're alternates, if it's an elective. But if you take a course twice, you only get credit for it once, which means now you're short for graduation credit. So make sure you do not sign up for the same course twice. Make sure when you're putting your alternates, it's different than the other courses that you picked. So if you picked anatomy as your elective, do not pick anatomy as your alternate, because then I have to pick an alternate for you if there's a conflict. And you don't want that, because then I'm just going to be picking what is available. So please make sure you're thinking about your courses. Make sure you're following your graduation requirements. Ask if you have any questions. Some of you might encounter some issues when you're trying to do course selection because the system only lets us put in certain things for each grade level, and you might have skipped ahead and taken something. If that happens, contact me. Do not wait, contact me. I will tell you what to do to go around it, and we will get you registered for your classes, okay? All right, super excited. Looking forward to all your questions and your course selections. I hope you're excited too. All right, take care. Thanks, Lions.